All right, so boom, we are about to be talking about Kanye yet again and some more other people. Mariah Carey's brother is trying to sue her. Wendy Williams seems to have linked back up with Kevin Hunter. And we're just going to go through a couple of topics tonight, get some insight on the topics right after this countdown to allow some of the night owls to trickle on in. We are out here in Beverly Hills with Raz B. I haven't seen you on the scene in a minute, so let the people know what you've been up to. Hey, what's up? I got Amara La Negra here with me tonight at the A Toast to Young Hollywood event. Hey guys, so I have the beautiful Layla Ali with me tonight. So I just want to first start off by saying your Instagram is an inspiration to go on a path to eat healthy. And it is your 50th birthday. You don't look a day over 25.
You know what?
Let us know how you do it.
First, everybody always say that. I think that's so cliche, and people know you don't look 25. Now, if you would have said maybe 40.
Hey, what's up? You're watching Neek at Night, and we have Keith Powers with us tonight.
Hey, how you doing?
A lot of girls was like putting you as their, man crush, and you was their, aspiration to take you off the market. And when you came out with Bae, you crushed a lot of people. Like, Hey guys, so I have Daniel Cormier with me tonight, and it's crazy because my first UFC fight happened to be your fight.
I'm glad you were able to watch the first fight and it was mine and I won, because that could be some bad memories.
Right. I mean, okay, I'm not gonna lie. When I first seen it and I seen him
I
come,
was gonna get my ass kicked.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Hey, I'm not gonna tell a lie. Okay, I'm gonna keep it honest. Definitely experience, you guys. That's Amarion, and we're at his word for word screening. It was super dope. Make sure you check it out. It drops tomorrow, and you don't want to miss it.
Thank you, baby.
Thank you.
It's your partner, Big Boy. What's happening in the voice of Los Angeles? Hello. You know what I do at night? I watch Neek at Night. Show you right. You thought I was going to say something crazy. Thought I was going to say something disgusting and nasty. Yeah. But guess what? When I watch that Neek at Night, I may be doing something disgusting and nasty. Look at her. Hello.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl Neek, and you're tuned in to Neek at Night. If this is your first time here, over here we are the Night Owls. If you have not hit that subscribe button, I want you to go ahead and do that right now and turn on your notification bell so you're notified when I post another video. But just know, keep in mind that over here, this is an acquired taste. You know what I'm saying? This ain't for everybody. This is a channel where I talk about celebrity news and gossip and give my opinion on trending stories. I'm a woman who has a website as well. I sell lingerie, adult toys, sexy pajamas, and I even got stuff for going out to the club, nighttime wear, all of those goodies for you as well. You can find this along with a whole bunch of other new goodies. You can find this at www.neekatnight.com. I'm just going to do a live video and we're going to get this done, and it's going to be bada bing, bada boom. All right, so Kanye has been continuing to cut up in his promotion of his album and his Netflix trilogy documentary that he is dropping. And I have come to the conclusion that we are going to be bombarded with all of these sporadic Instagram post into the album. After the album, we're not going to hear from Kanye. We're not going to hear any crazy tweets. Mark my word, I said what I said, until the next project. Okay? As soon as he drops Donda, he streams it, then he's going to, something's going to happen. He's going to pop up at another location, stream it again. Same thing that he did last time. Stream it at another location. And after he's done having his pop-up concerts to stream his album, we're not going to hear from him until the next project. But a lot of people have been kind of split down the middle on how they feel as it pertains to whether or not his behavior is stalkerish or not. And what I assess from his behavior is, listen, if I'm going to be going through drama privately, let me just post everything publicly because I'm going to still get attention to my album at the same time and just be a messy queen while I am promoting my album. But it's like, again, like I said the last time, the status that Kanye is at, he's up there with a lot of, talented artists like Jay-Z and, Lil Wayne and a lot of the top artists. Like, he is one of the top. So for him to be where he is in his career and still have to resort to these antics is pretty pathetic, I might add. But let's go over some of the new stuff that he is saying now. So now he is mad at TMZ because they didn't pick the picture of him in front of the what does it say? He said they didn't pick the picture of him when he was in front of the truck. Hold on, wait. Or something like that. But anyway, so we're going to go on over all of that stuff. Let me see who is in the building. Thomas B is in the building. Yusuf, I got your DM. Yes, we could do that. Thomas B says, I didn't listen to the first Donda. If y'all could hit the like button as y'all are coming in, I would definitely appreciate that. If y'all can share the video and let people know that we are live, as you know, YouTube has been shadow banning me lately and not sending out my notifications. It's like one little percentage of people will get my notifications, then another percentage won't, and then it'll just like they pick and choose when they want to send notifications out. It's ridiculous. So in order to do help me out, like the video, share the video and all that good stuff. All that good stuff. CR says, I don't think it's antics. I think he's tired of the false narrative TMZ is right about him. What false narrative? See, that's the problem that I be having, is that y'all will hear somebody throw out false narrative or throw out something and then people will just repeat it. What false narrative is being portrayed other than what he's posting himself? He's out here making himself look like a cuckoo bird and acting like he has no self-control. He's making himself look this way by constantly doing this every time he has an album. So what false narrative is there? Like, what false narrative? Like, I feel like a lot of times people hear stuff that people say and then they just repeat it and then run with it. But they themselves, it's like, won't have an answer as to what is false. They'll just run with it because Kanye said they putting out a false narrative. But explain to me what's false. Explain to me what's false. I'll drop the link down in the chat in the meanwhile, in between time. Because what's false, sweetie? What's false, sweetie? What's false? I don't know. I don't get that. Yes, it definitely will stop once the album comes out. What narrative are they spinning? Because you're talking about the document where he objected to the legal separation. They said what his contingencies were. He had 3 contingencies. One, if they die, he'd be able to get reimbursed. Another one was something else, and another one was something else. So, I mean, he did object, and he had contingencies. So, which part was spent? I don't get that. I don't understand that. Barbara, I see you in the back. I'm gonna pull you up in a second. Hold on one second. So let's pull up some posts, okay? So TMZ, one of the posts that he's mad at is this post right here. Let me pull it up on the screen or let me just play what they said, and then I'll pull up on the screen what Kanye is mad about.
Kanye West did, if you can't be with the one you love the one who looks exactly like her. Kim 3.0.
Kanye West had a John J. listening party, and if I'm Kim Kardashian, I don't know how I feel about this guest list because Kendall Jenner, her sister, showed up to it after everything that has been going down. Travis Scott and Kanye West had a lookalike of Kim Kardashian there.
Oh my God. That's
Okay. So he's mad that they feel as though he had a woman that was a Kim Kardashian lookalike that was there. And his response to it wasn't the fact that whether or not he had the lookalike or not. He didn't say, no, I didn't have a lookalike. No, I didn't try to get her to look like Kim. His response was, oh, y'all, I influenced Kim on her wardrobe. I influenced Kim on the style that she dressed and things like that. But it's like, okay, if you gave her tips, great. But did you have a lookalike at the place or not? You know, so it's like he will even respond to stuff and it's not even refuting what is said. He'll say something totally different and then people will say, oh, well, he did influence her, so what he's saying is valid. But that's not what is being discussed. What's being discussed is the fact that if he had a lookalike there or not. The fact that he was saying some tips of what his wife should wear or not, that wasn't even the subject or the conversation, you know. But then all in the comments, they were like, well, he didn't lie. He told the truth. And it's like, that's not what they were talking about. That's not what they were talking about, period. So let me share my screen.
That's Julia. Nope, Julia Fox is out. And model Katie Jones is in. She even dresses like Kim.
It's getting totally step-free. I did a little investigation of Channing Jones, of her Instagram. Before 5 days ago, she wasn't dressing like Kim Kardashian, not at all. She hung out on the beach a lot of bikini shots. But then suddenly, last week, every single post, she's dressing like Kim Kardashian.
All right. And so his response was, TMZ, I love you guys. This is too funny. I got notes though. First of all, use my pic where I'm in front of Nobu, where I'm wearing the tank. Like, Kanye wants to control everything. And that's really what this is. This is a matter of I'm losing control. So I'm going to act an ass and I'm going to use this moment to also sell my product, my album. Like, oh, you know, by the way, use the picture where I was wearing my tank. Then he gonna say, Kim got the style she's currently using from me this summer. I've been the most influential person in fashion since my heroes, Ralph, Michael Jackson, and Puff. We live in 2022, but most people still dress like it's the 90s. Nike been pushing the same old styles on y'all for years. But when someone is creative and influential, y'all call them weird, but look good as F. I'm rich as F. I love God and I'm having my way. It's my world. Love you guys for life. That piece was entertaining. So when he said this, nobody paid attention to the fact that he did not even comment on what they were talking about. They were talking about how he's so nutty that he has this girl who 5 days ago was not dressing like Kim at all. But now all of a sudden, when she linked up with Kanye, all of her style and dress and everything is mimicking Kim. Instead of him replying to that, everybody sees his response and they're like, yeah, you know, he was influential. That's not what we're talking about. That's not what we're talking about. And that's not what they were discussing. So when I see people in the comments and they say, oh, you know, he doesn't like them spinning the narrative. He doesn't like da-da-da-da. He's not even responding to what they're saying. He's creating a whole thing and he's basically saying, I want to get credit for everything, you know, because that was my wife and because I gave her some fashion tips, I want to get credit for that. And I want to use that as an excuse to act a total ass. But at the same time, y'all are disregarding that this woman is also a human. Just because that's like somebody coming to my platform and saying, okay, you know, maybe bring the brightness up on your camera. Okay, and then I say, okay, let me bring the brightness up on my camera. That does look a little better. And then them feeling like because they gave me a tip to you know, make the brightness look better. Now all of a sudden I have to take the abuse that they give out. I have to let them control my whole life, and I have to no, like, thank you for the fashion tips, Kanye, but you're acting a total ass. Period. And you're doing all of this stuff that makes no sense at all. One of the comments under that thread, it made a lot of sense, and I believe that what they are saying is real spit. This person commented under that post, and they said, so this man was married to that woman and controlled everything she did, what she wore, where she went, and now he's trying to control her when she's trying to get away from him. And people are like, yeah, he's not lying. What he says is true. You're right. He's not lying. He'll tell you guys he's controlling, manipulative, and abusive, and he's not lying about that. So yeah, keep your prayers up for him. Keep your hopes high that he gets what he wants. Cheers for him to talk his ish and support all of it. The dysfunction, the harassment, and the abuse. Make sure he feels the love so he can continue to do it. Side eye emoji. And this person could not have gotten it any more spot on, because when I was looking at it, I'm like, how can y'all not see all of the antics that he's doing? And then y'all like, yeah, he's right. He gave her fashion tips, so then he's right about everything he's doing. No, he's not right about everything he's doing. This man has been pushing this woman away for a very long time. If you guys don't remember, back in 2020, they had a big fallout when he was on his last promo tour, and Kim Kardashian couldn't even get him to be under the same roof as her. He had left his home, went to Wyoming, and people was trashing Kim for trying to like hold on to her marriage. And she even had photos where she was breaking down, crying, talking to him after he had his first outburst when he was talking about the whole abortion thing. So if you guys don't remember, this was back when he first had went on his rant about I wanted to kill my daughter. I wanted to kill my daughter, saying all of that crap. And Kim Kardashian had to go to Wyoming. At first, they were very distant. And then you can see, she was crying out, talking to him. And this has been a thing going for a very long time. People are acting like, this is something new. Oh, she's supposed to just be grateful that he gave her some fashion tips, but disregarding that this man didn't even want to be in his own home for a very long time, and that she had to force herself onto her married husband. And people are like, well, he's right about giving her fashion tips. And it's like, what about all the other treatment? What about all the other treatment other than, the advice that he gave her on what clothes to wear? What about the other treatment? I'm not understanding any of that. Now, recently, he has been feeling some type of way about his daughter being on TikTok, and he has been feeling a way about the little one. I don't know all of their names. Is Chicago the girl, or is Saint the boy? Chicago the girl, the little girl. Anyways, he feel like she had she looked too grown in her photo, and now that's his latest complaint, is that she looked too grown. But it's like, what about when you had Northwest in your family photos, and Northwest had on lipstick and crop tops? You saying that this picture of your daughter is too grown, and you posting that it's too grown, but then what about when North had lipstick and crop tops on in y'all family pictures? I am in confusion, but let me share that with y'all real quick. Okay, so this right here is what I'm talking about, and he posted these pictures are too grown looking for my little girl. Okay, and this is her in a car seat, and it looks like she might have a filter over, and this is some Mr. West family Instagram saying Shy is a serving face. And a lot of people had a lot of comments to that. And I looked at that, and when he was posting this, I'm like, she looks like a little girl. Like, what looks so grown about it? What's more grown about this than when he had North in family photos with crop tops? I mean, this looks more grown to me. This looks more grown to me. I mean, what is it, Kanye? Which one is it? Is it the control? Is that what it is? What is it? Because this also looks very grown to me. Hold on, let me take that off. Um, Kim Kardashian's these photos look grown to me. So, you know, y'all tell me what's the deal. Now, I will admit that she did say that, Kanye had made a complaint before about North's makeup, but he was posing in them pictures with the makeup on. So it's like I can't even take it serious. Let me bring up Kevy Kev before I pull up some more stuff. What is your thoughts?
Yo, what's happening, Nick? At night, it's your boy Kevy Kev, man, in the building. Um, before I share my thoughts, just real quick, man, I wanted to shout out my boy Jarrell, from Jarrell Knows It All. It's an awesome podcast, science, sports, and just politics, the entertainment like that. And I just wanted to shout out my homegirl, Lazy and Locks. She got a channel on YouTube, and we do conversations similar to like this. We talk about relationships and stuff like that. It's called on Clubhouse. It's called the Open Dance Floor. So I just wanted to kind of chime in on this particular topic, and I'm really appreciative for you inviting me to share my perspective on it. I feel like as a man, for Kanye to achieve what he wants to be back with his family. He's actually doing the exact opposite of what I think he should have done if he wanted to achieve that. I think it's counterintuitive to harass a woman, to publicly shame her or humiliate her. You need to kind of work behind the scenes, and you kind of got to take a temperature. You got to fall back sometimes, and really assess, really assess where she's standing, where her relationship is, and he's competing with another man right now. Pete Davidson's with her. She's in a relationship, whatever. You got to let that kind of run its course, because if you try to jump in the mix of that, and she's happy, you're just sabotaging yourself. So I think his actions are real self-destructive. And I like to support my men. You know what I mean? Especially a black man. I love to support my people. But in this particular instance, I just feel like he's going overboard. He's humiliating her. And he's just pushing her further away with his actions, in my opinion.
Right. And now you have her basically making a mockery of him and giving him the middle finger. So in her recent pictures that she posted on Instagram, she is basically giving Kanye the middle finger. Okay. And that's pretty much what I took it as. She is in her bikini. She is in the pool. She got her tongue sticking out, and she is like, boy, F you. Boy, F you, F the click you claim, F what you talk about, F all that second stuff that you talk about. And this is how Kanye is looking at it, just sad and mad and a fool. Period.
Yeah, it's like when Kanye's a little egomaniacal. His greatest gift is his greatest curse. So that type of mentality of being able to force your will, impose your destiny, make it manifest, it brought him from College Dropout. It brought him from Through the Wire and just being a producer, and Jay-Z and other cats kind of like Jamie Foxx saying like I thought he was just joking or whatever. Like I didn't really take his thing serious, and to him to become the mega star that he is today, that same thing is a double-edged sword, and it's making him think that he could just make her come back to him. And it's like, yo, you're gonna have to work for that. And who knows what was going on behind the scenes, what he was
Kim
doing that was really
said,
destroying her
boy,
spirit.
Kim said, you had me crying and I was crying out to you for a long time. F all that you talking about. Fuck you, nigga.
Yeah, now mind you, she got a man. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, Kanye did the rebound thing. You feel me? He did the rebound thing, and it was obvious it was a rebound. So that was, he wanted to invoke jealousy, but it was clear it was a rebound, right? But Kim, that's not revealed yet. Like, they seem like they really doing their thing, her and old boy. You know, and he has had a track record. People try to clown him like he's a cornball, he's whack, or he's not, whatever. But he has some beautiful women in his career.
Yeah. Pete Davidson.
Yeah, Pete Davidson. Yep. And mind you, he's not Kanye rich, but you know what I mean? He's Saturday Night Live rich. Like, you know what I mean? He's still a high profile celebrity. He has his own little comedy thing he do as well. You know what I mean?
What do you think about Kanye following him? As soon as Pete Davidson made his account, Kanye West went and hurried up and followed him.
Yo, Kanye need to leave Pete Davidson alone altogether. Like, it's not, you can't scare him away from her. They got security. It's like, you can't, I think he wants to intimidate him. I think he wants to make him aware, like, you're with my woman, you're with my wife, but it's not going to have an effect. It's not going to have an effect because you don't have access. Like an average person don't got security. You feel me?
Right. Let's bring up Barbara. Hey, Barbara. Thanks for patiently waiting.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on this whole fiasco?
I'm very upset. I'm going to defend Kanye West. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope I don't got an echo going on, but I'm going to defend Kanye West because he turned a porn star into a wife, into a billionaire. Okay. That's number one. Number two, that movie Get Out was made because of the Kardashians. I'm not going to allow Kim Kardashian to devour this black man. His mother's not here to defend him, to guide him from these vultures. I'm not going to give this thing clout. Okay, I'm gonna give the clout to.
I'm gonna have a little bit of pushback because a lot of people say like he was this helpless guy that he didn't know. He was intrigued by Kim because of the very reason that you're saying, and the link up and the matchup was beneficial to both of them. Now there was
no. It was only what did he need with her? He was a billionaire. She needed him.
Yeah, they both leveraged the relationship. Relationships, marriages, and things like that are a hot commodity in Hollywood. And when you are leveraged with a celebrity, the connections that you have and the connections that they have together, you utilize each other. He may be invited to this event. He's able to pull her on. She's able to use her plugs and pull him on. And him being aligned with that family helped him also.
Yeah, when a reality star. Come on.
When he did campaigns for his Yeezy shoes, he used everybody in that family. If they were not something to leverage, he wouldn't have used them if they didn't have a hot stake in the social media world. They helped each other. He used her, she used him. They both used each other.
No. You got it wrong because Kim was just a reality star, okay? With nothing, no money, reality star money. Kanye was a billionaire. He put her into that billion.
Was not a billionaire at that time. When he got with Kim Kardashian, he was not a billionaire. He had not even started half of the companies that he started now. They are both starting companies together at this point. He started his Yeezy brand after they were married. He was not a billionaire. The Yeezy brand is what leveraged him to be billionaire status at this point. And he used Kim Kardashian and her family in the campaigns to elevate that whole brand.
No, they used him. They used his status. They used his money to climb up like they did every other man that they climbed up on. Okay, Kanye West will not be devoured by these things. All right. This situation, his mother's not here. And first of all, he's a genius. So when he speaks, people really don't know where he's coming from. I do. But people don't know where he's coming from. They don't know what he means when he say the things that he said because he's so above. His mind thinks different. He's a genius. The man is a purified genius, and that's just the bottom line. And
my whole thing is, I hate when Black women cape for men who would not choose any of us. And you guys are acting like these women are devouring them when these are the women that they are choosing. Kim Kardashian is not doing anything to him that she did not suffer from him also. Like they both, if she's a vulture, he's a vulture because he linked up with that family knowing what it gave, and he wanted to attach himself to them, and he wouldn't have chose no other Black woman, period. So it's like this whole they devouring Kim. If it wasn't her, it would have been another white woman. Just like when it wasn't her, it was Julia, and when it wasn't her, it was Amber Rose, and if it wasn't her, it was some other
beautiful Black woman. Amber Rose is a beautiful Black woman, and Kim Kardashian is more Black now today with all that Browns makeup she wearing, baby. Okay, so no. I think that if Kanye met a beautiful Black woman, I don't think that he's a man.
The beautiful Black woman that he had that came up with him, he kicked her to the curb. Like, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about
Black girl
that
he manipulated to the curb. When he got on, he got with a white girl, just like he said in his song. He had a Black queen holding him down, and as soon as he got rich, as soon as he got on, he kicked her to the curb and left her for a white girl.
Well, he left her for a prettier girl. Okay, he left her for a pretty girl. He felt that Kim
Amber Rose was not prettier than that girl. Amber Rose
was more attractive than Amber Rose. Okay, Amber know what it is. You know,
Amber Rose was not prettier than that girl that he was dating. No, she wasn't.
Yo, can I chime in for a second?
Go ahead.
So yeah, I just want to say that Kim Kardashian, you know, she's not a Black woman or whatever, but she was definitely a rider. Back in 2016, Kanye West he had debt, and Kim actually caught the bag. It was something that she, you know, I think CNBC was reporting on it, whatever, where he was in millions of dollars in debt, and she came into millions of dollars. And you know, there was rumors about her helping him start his basically get him recover his debt issues or whatever. And she's always been supportive of the man. Like I think that even when you look at those pictures, she's really torn. She was really heartbreaking. She was really trying to make it work. But Kanye, as genius as he is, he had some very serious psychological issues that kind of started to manifest after the passing of his mother. And you just see him have like real serious episodes in public. You know what I'm saying? And you could just see that Kim, you know, was bearing that throughout their relationship. And ultimately, the relationship wasn't working no more. You can't demonize somebody because they're not happy and they don't want to stay in a situation that's not fulfilling them anymore. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Kanye has to accept that.
I just feel like Kanye is being devoured because he doesn't have no one on his side. His mother's not here. He only had his mother. Now,
in what way is he being devoured?
With Miss Kris Jenner and the 4 kids that had to be made in the laboratory. I'm going to just say what it is. Okay. 4 kids that had to be locking down his bag. 4 kids. You just had to have 4 kids. You have
saying that like this isn't a decision that he wanted
to lock down the bag. She had the kids to lock down him financially.
Them kids. If he didn't want 4 kids, he's controlling everything about her life. He changed everything. He went in there and made her throw away everything. He changed. He ran the whole show. So you mean to tell me he could go in there and change everything that she does, but yet he didn't have control over whether they have 4 children or not? Come on now.
No, I think he was very much manipulated by Miss Kris and them all put together. But
he chose her. He chose her. Like that's not like he chose Kim. He chose to have those children. Like you can't make it seem like it's the family that made him have children with her. Like he chose to marry her. He could have chose to marry Amber Rose. He could have chose to marry the woman he was with when he started his career. He chose. He made a decision. He consciously wanted Kim Kardashian. He pursued her. He proposed to her. He married her. He impregnated her one time. He impregnated her twice. He impregnated her a third time. Those are conscious
The laboratory impregnated her, okay? Let's start with that. The laboratory impregnated her.
Even if that's the case, not without a signature from him. Not without DNA from him.
I just strongly feel like he was manipulated, and now they are.
What accountability do Kanye? What accountability?
Like keep him.
What accountability does Kanye have, Barbara?
Don't let him know. Don't let him know what the party is.
What accountability does he have? He's this helpless man. He's a whole billionaire, but he's this helpless, docile man who can't make decisions for himself. Like, what accountability does he have?
I don't think he's doing anything wrong. I don't think he's doing anything wrong. I don't think nothing he's done is crazy, and I don't think he's doing anything wrong.
What accountability does he have?
Accountability for what? For losing the marriage? He wants his marriage back. They got to get back together. Or 4 kids. Why would you want to make 4 kids with a man, and then when he wants to take you back, and come on, she's doing too much. She just wanted to lock down his money.
Okay, so he's supposed to be able to go to Wyoming, leave his home, not be in a home with his children. She's holding down the fort in California. He want to go out to Wyoming, do what he want to do. He could go bang models, be on the balcony with 2 random girls. He could taunt Julia around, but then whenever he want his family back, she just supposed to be on his beck and call because he says so, just because. But he could taunt around women.
Yes, because she has 4 kids. She has 4 kids, and he was just being a man. Okay, let the man be a man. He made a mistake. It happens. It happens.
He was
okay?
just being a so you
I'm
want to
so glad that Rashida Frost did not get rid of her husband. I'm so glad that Rashida Frost showed you ladies how to do this damn thing.
How to be the damn
Rashida Frost showed y'all ladies how to do this.
She showed women how to be a fool.
No, she didn't. I don't feel no woman.
Not no good example for the ladies. I'm sorry. That is not no good example. Somebody who
great example
and cheated on you, having babies put on you, and you saying that you sitting here telling
that white man is the one that didn't want a lot of Indians made. That's why he made that law. I don't believe that a man should have only one wife now. That white man made that law. That white man made that law, so a lot of Indians won't be made. Okay?
Now, Eve, what's your thoughts, honey bun?
I'm agreeing with everything you're saying. Let me turn the background down. I'm agreeing with everything you're saying. This is why women are trapped in an abusive relationship when they listen to advice like this. He doesn't need to be with Kanye West.
Barbara, are you married? Wait, Eve. Barbara,
yes, I am married. Yes, I am married. Been married for 17 years.
So your man is able to cheat and you just sit at home. What's your arrangement?
Well, right now he's probably with someone else, and I'm not gonna bother with that. That's where he want to be. That's good for him. I don't want him back. He tried to come back to me. He tried to come back with me. I don't want him back because of the way he's taking care of himself. I don't think he's.
Oh, so marriage, you want to know that marriage is just this title that you dress up in a pretty little bow and you put it's a piece of shit and you put a bow on it and then you say it's married. So that's the bow.
No, it's something you got to work at. Like my husband, let me just put it out there. My husband
is one of those ways. As long as they got a man, they have.
My husband is doing drugs. That's why I got rid of him. I don't want to be bothered with his drug habit no more.
So y'all not together. Y'all
not right now. No.
But you said.
But let me tell you something.
Happily married.
When we was together, when he was doing good and was that beautiful.
How long have y'all not
been together? And that's her husband.
How long have y'all not been together?
Actually, we don't really break up. I just don't want him in my house.
How long has he not been in your house?
From the time we've been married, I feel like.
So he haven't been in your house in 17 years, but y'all, Barbara, I'm not about to play with you. I'm not about to play with you. You definitely trolling at this point. All right, Eve, let me know what you think about Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. What is your thoughts on Kanye and Kim? Because Barbara's trolling.
I think that if Kanye West was caught up in a Jedi mind trick, then Kim wouldn't be fighting so hard to leave him if he was brainwashed.
All right, elaborate some more on that.
I'm hearing when she was saying that they had his mind food and the whole family, I guess, got him brainwashed or got him confused about where he wants to go, but he keeps trying to fight to get into marriage when she doesn't want to be with him. She's in another relationship.
Marriages is to be worked on. You don't just give up on your marriage.
But you haven't had your man in your
My
house.
husband has a drug problem. That's why I don't want him in my house. He uses
that
heroin.
marriage,
I don't want to see him die.
Not a marriage. That's not a marriage. He's not in your household. That's
right.
You said you guys been married for 17 years. He's been out of your house for 17 years.
No. What I'm saying is
that marriage is something to work on. What have y'all worked on? What progress have you made? It sounds like it's just a title. And I'm so sick and tired of people feeling like that this title is such this prestigious thing when it's no foundation or nothing actually solid behind it.
My marriage, I had to give up on because my husband refuses to stop sniffing heroin.
Said that
he refuses to stop sniffing heroin. So I don't want to see, I can't have him around me. I can't keep seeing a man kill himself. So let you go with, but my whole thing is, baby, if I have me a man that's taking care of my household and he went out there and made another baby and he wants to still be with me, I'm still going to be with him. And I'm going to be a stepmother to that baby. I'm not giving up my husband because he went out there and made another baby. And I'm true on that, y'all. For real, I'm not doing it, and I teach my.
So your deal breaker.
My daughters tell me I ain't shit.
So basically, your deal breaker is drugs, but her deal breaker can't be her deal breaker. Everybody got their own deal breakers. Just because your deal breaker is, that her deal breaker could be all of the bipolar manic episodes that he's having. You like the way that your man acts on drugs, that could very well be the same way that Kanye West acts with his mental health issues that he has.
What's more of a bipolar episode than her going to D to D? She's bipolar, damn, so D to D, D to D. She hasn't let them legs be closed yet.
So you've been faithful to your husband these 17 years? You ain't been with no other man?
No, I was not faithful to him. No. Anytime I wanted me a man,
in the 17 years, have you been with more than 3 men?
What?
In the 17 years that you guys have been married, have you been with more than 3 men?
No.
How many?
No. This is how it went. First of all, I'm a man eater. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, I've cheated on my husband anytime I wanted to be with another man.
So you don't even got to go into detail. So you've been from D to D to D to D too. So you over here is the pot calling the kettle black.
Wait a minute. I'm not a billionaire, man. I'm not married to a billionaire, because if I was married to a billionaire, I wouldn't be going to no D.
It doesn't matter. You went from D to D to D to D to D to D to D to. Tish, what are your thoughts?
Oh, hi. I was calling. I called in because all of this is getting kind of crazy. Because just a few days ago, Kim was saying how scary it was getting. She was afraid, but we all know that they were friends with the Simpsons. Everybody knows how this situation can go if you're so terrified of Kanye. I am confused as to why they haven't gotten like a restraining order or a cease and desist against him. I'm not defending him by any means, but if you're going to watch him, unravel, we all know that more than likely, like, Kanye obviously has mental issues, probably a narcissist as well. And if anybody's ever had any dealings with a narcissist, one thing you won't do is sit and taunt them. You want to get away from somebody that's scary. She went to law school. She's very aware of her legal rights and what she can. She can literally go in court and probably defend herself more than like the average woman out here. But I feel like it's a publicity stunt. They are very much aware that good and bad publicity, either way you're talking about them, and it runs their views up, So I just think it's just a really dangerous situation, for everybody involved if it's really going on. Because at this point, it just feels like they're just controlling the media, just to kind of play games with everybody.
What constitutes her as taunting him?
Well, when I say not, well, you say, I just saw the pictures that you put up. I'm not sure if they're recent, but like with the middle finger up. You know, that's a response. You know what I mean? And like I said, if he is a narcissist, which I feel like he is, I do think he has an emotional disturbance of somehow. But if you've ever, like I said, if anybody has ever had any history with a narcissist or anybody with a mental health issue, especially when it involves like, you know, children, you want to get away from that person. You know, you don't even want to like engage.
So you feel like he could make 100 posts about her a day, and her one time where she says "F you" in the picture, she's not justified in saying "F
No,
you" to him?
I'm not saying that she's not justified, but the same children that are going to watch him, they're going to watch her as well. And that doesn't give her a reason to respond back that way. She's already asked him, he's already been releasing their private messages. Now you're kind of like fighting back with social media, but we're talking about like 40-year-old adults. You know, we all know how social media can turn ugly really quickly. You know, just like I said, they were friends with OJ Simpson and Nicole Brown Simpson. Your father defended him in court because that was his friend. If this turned just as ugly, if we're seeing Kanye spiral out of control, like why would you stand back and just give middle fingers? You know what I mean? Like I would rather be going down to the courts and just using the legal system in my favor. Because again, we're talking about a woman who went to law school. This is not a woman that she has a whole lot more to lose, you know? So I'm just explaining, like, if you know that the law's on your side, you guys throw cease and desist out for less. You know, Black China and them got cease and desist.
I'm with brown skin lady. She said F that. Sometimes you have to fight fire with fire. And if I gotta tell a nut F you with my picture, I'm gonna tell him F you, because he done had her crying, he done had her going through the motions, and he just been controlling this woman left and right. So if she gotta say F you in this picture, I'm all for her saying F you and getting her and keeping him far the hell away. Because let's not act like this ain't a woman who don't got full security 24 hours a day. She is protected. Just because she don't send him a cease and desist doesn't mean that she isn't taking other protocols to protect herself. Obviously, he's mad that he doesn't have the access that he wish he had it. So she's definitely, you know.
Kim Kardashian.
Well, honestly, to be honest with you, he does have, to a certain extent, he has access, because people who have issues like that and mental health issues, as long as they can get a rise out of you, it doesn't matter what the reaction was for him. If she's fighting back, even if it's just with words or a picture or just a simple caption, that right there, that's giving power. No matter which way you kind of look at it, if I respond, I'm giving you power, I'm giving you energy. I would have just, you know, like I said, they've given people cease and desist, at least, even if it's not a restraining order, then shush him up. If you're upset about him sharing your personal, you know, text messages, you know, if all these things are bothering you, then do something about it. Like I said, we're not talking about
gonna do anything. They wait on to see
like a lot of people try to act like it's just so easy to ignore somebody, that the person is just supposed to take a person just coming at them, and they just are supposed to swallow it, take it. No, she's entitled to an F you to him.
Mm-hmm.
Kim Kardashian has been getting talked about far worse and been exposed on the internet far worse. Whether or not she voluntarily put herself out there.
That's different.
What I'm saying is
that you're trying to disillusion, like, you know, you don't know what all he done did to her. She entitled to an F you. He done made a post after post after post after post after that woman. Every single day, 24 hours a day. It's a new post. It's a new post. It's a new post. She is entitled to one F you post back.
Well, we don't even know if that's what she did. Like, we don't know. She didn't address it. She didn't address it to him. She didn't say Kanye F you. You know what I'm saying? She didn't mention him. She didn't show anything about him. She just put two middle fingers up. So we kind of jumping the gun. It's not like she addressed it to him.
No, I never said that was just.
He could take it like
but
that.
See, that's what was in. But that's the thing. If that's not addressed to him,
he's calling her a bad mom and everything. So she's actually letting him get away with quite a lot. And what they're doing is seeing how far he's gonna go, and then that's when they're gonna pounce him. That's why she knows the law real good. Like she knows, she knows how far she's gonna let him take it. And believe me, when he drove those red roses up in that truck got turned around too. I bet they didn't make it to her.
But That's exactly my point. So if she's allowing him to spiral out of control to build a case for herself,
Yes.
then nobody
That's
should.
what
Then
she's
nobody
doing.
should be. What I'm saying is, if that's what she's doing, then nobody can defend Kanye because his actions are just ridiculous. I wasn't defending him. I was just
His
simply
actions
stating
are
that
televised.
I'm not defending him whatsoever. I'm just stating that some of his actions, if this is what she's doing to build herself a case, you have plenty of evidence right there. Everybody's watching it. And it's not just with her. She can even use things that he's done to other people if this is the route that she wants to go. But I was only speaking on it being implied that the picture was for Kanye. I don't know if it's for him either, but it's being implied that it could be for him.
And it's gonna get to the point where they're gonna restrict him
Because
from those kids because
when
his
do we
daughter
see
is
Kim
gonna make
Kardashian
him
putting up the
comfortable
middle
around
finger on
him.
the internet?
Exactly.
She
His
doesn't just
daughter is
go around
starting to
putting her
get
middle finger up
uncomfortable
and
around him. I don't know if
Kim
y'all see the
Kardashian.
pictures with them together or not. When they was at the Super Bowl, she looked super uncomfortable around him when he acts the way he acts. It's gonna affect their relationship.
It's absolutely going to affect his relationship. But if my point is, if she's knowing that he's how bad he can get, they didn't even live in the same household at one point. Obviously,
In my opinion, allegedly that little new thing she got looked like a real drug addict to me. She better get a drug test before
All
she
right,
goes
let's go
dating that
to
man.
keeping up
I
with Queen
said
Toast.
allegedly.
Now, Queen
I said
Toast,
allegedly what he looked
don't get on here trolling now. What's your
No, I
thoughts?
said what he looks like. I'm giving you my experience being around those type
Barbara,
of
we going to Queen Toaster real quick. Go ahead.
Hi, thank you so much, Nick at Night, for having me up here. What I was gonna say is nobody wins when a family feuds. I mean, they're doing all this. Their kids have access to the social media, so I really feel like we should really be focused on the kids. I mean, this is gonna be like a hardship for them. They're gonna need counseling. I mean, if this is like a trauma situation building up for them, so really, my prayers are just really for the children because they have to see all this mess. But that's all I had. Thank you for having me.
All right. Yeah, what is your thoughts? Yeah. Drea? Drea? Hello? Are you there, Drea? Uh, okay, I don't know what's going on. All right. So, yeah. So is there any final words? I wanted to go over Mariah Carey's brother is suing her. Let me clear off some of the people on stage. Hold on one second, y'all. Um, let's see. All right. Um Y'all are too much in the comments. All right, so Mariah Carey's brother is suing her because he feels like she basically defamed him in her book. So we're gonna read through what is being said with that situation, and then let's see what else we will get to. All right, so right here it says Mariah Carey's brother Morgan Carey allowed to move forward with defamation lawsuit over claims in the singer's book that he sold drugs and had been in the system. So it seems like Mariah Carey's memoir, The Meaning of Mariah Carey, has landed her in a little trouble. As previously reported last year, Mariah Carey's older brother Morgan Carey filed a defamation lawsuit against her for the alleged emotional distress he suffered due to what was written about him in her New York Times bestseller. According to Morgan Carey, his superstar sister falsely painted him as a violent person when she detailed an alleged fight that occurred between him and their father, which caused him to experience extreme mental anguish and a serious damage to his reputation. He also accused the We Belong Together singer of alluding that he once tried to extort her and claiming that he had previously been in the criminal justice system. It now looks like Mariah Carey will have to prepare to face her big brother in court. According to recent reports, a judge ruled earlier this week that Mariah must face accusations that she did, in fact, defame her brother in her book. Despite the judge dismissing numerous allegations made by Morgan Carey, she did rule that he could sue his sister for defamation over 2 passages that claimed he had sold drugs and had been in the system. So, this is her brother feeling like, you over here telling folks that I was slanging drugs and I am not appreciating it at all. And he is going forward with this defamation lawsuit against her. Now, it has also been reported that Wendy Williams is back in close quarters with her ex Kevin Hunter. Now, there was reports that I believe she got his legal team. Let me see if I could pull that up. All right. So, as you guys know, Wells Fargo was basically putting a hold on her money. So, they were putting a hold on her money, saying that she was not competent enough to take care of her funds and things like that. Well, she decided to get representation from Kelvin Hunter's people. It says Wendy Williams' lawyer in Wells Fargo case also repped her ex, Kevin Hunter. So it says the lawsuit makes for strange bedfellows. LaShawn Thomas, the attorney representing Wendy Williams in the fight over her finances with Wells Fargo, also represents the show's host ex-husband, Kevin Hunter. However, the Miami-based lawyer does not see that as a conflict of interest, clarifying to Page Six in a statement that Kevin did not request that she represent Wendy. It's like, okay, girl. I actually began representing Wendy Williams approximately 2 years prior to their divorce, she says, adding, I represent neither party during their divorce proceedings. Thomas told The Sun Tuesday, whatever is going on with Wendy, I don't disclose to him. I believe in protecting the attorney-client privilege. And the attorney added that she's not representing Wendy and Kevin in their adversarial proceedings. So she's saying, listen, I represent them, but I don't represent them in a divorce. I represent them for other reasons. Okay. It says she claimed that Williams and Hunter get along with each other despite the talk show host filing for divorce. So she was also clarifying, like, despite what y'all may think, they are cool with each other. They get along and they are on cool terms. Okay. And then it says that the former couple who shares a 21-year-old, the exes agreed to split the proceeds from the sale of their Livingston, New Jersey home. And Williams previously paid Hunter $250,000 to help with the new living arrangements, et cetera, et cetera. And now she is representing Wendy because Wells Fargo basically froze her bank accounts and they felt like she was not competent enough to spend her money. They said that she had dementia. There was claims that she had dementia. There was claims that she was not in her right mind. So they said, listen, we're going to freeze these assets until you get some type of power of attorney. And Wendy is fighting back. She released a video on her new Instagram account basically showing people that she was competent. She's able to hold conversations. She's not loopy and crazy like they're trying to make her seem. And this is what it is. It says, I am representing Wendy because no one should be barred from accessing their own money, Thomas told us Tuesday. Wendy has been unable to access or even view her own brokerage accounts for almost 30 days simply because she complained about a Wells Fargo employee. In response to Wendy's decision to move accounts elsewhere, Wells Fargo improperly locked her out of her own accounts and then threatened to file a guardianship petition to take over her financial affairs after we filed other motions for injunction relief to force Wells Fargo to allow Wendy to view her accounts. The American financial company has frozen Wendy Williams' accounts, cutting off access to millions of dollars, and claims that the incapacitated star needs to be placed under a guardianship. The decision was made after Williams' former financial advisor, Lori, alleged the host was dealing with mental health issues. Okay. And this is, I guess, one of her photos of her. And her team is denying all allegations that she has any mental health problems. All right. Let's see. Somebody said the sweetheart swindler. If you guys did not see the video that Wendy Williams released on her page, I will pull up her video that she released where she basically was sharing that she was all right. If you guys haven't seen that, which it has been shared on the vlogs, I will share it with you guys right now. So this is her new Instagram account, The Real Wendy Williams Online. And this is the video that she posted. I'll play a little bit of it.
Hi.
How's your morning going?
It's just after 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm doing okay, you know? Beautiful sky. It's nice being here.
How often do you come out here?
Well, I'm here in Florida, and I come here often. You know, I've got real family. You know, mother, father, sister, brother, family. And it's very peaceful being here, you know?
Yeah.
Look at this. Beautiful. It seems windy because it is.
Is it always like this, or is it usually warmer?
It's usually, no, it's not usually warmer. It's still winter. It usually gets up to, they say, 80 degrees, but I haven't gone to run in it. I don't want to do all of that.
All right. This is a 5-minute video on her Wendy Williams Online Instagram. And she's letting y'all know, listen, they saying I got dementia. They saying that I'm crazy. They saying that I'm not competent to hold my funds. So her team said, well, let's put out a video of you and let's show the people. And that's honestly what I was waiting for, because I'm like, is she crazy? Is she not? Like, where's the video footage of her? Is she able to talk? Is she not? Like, what's going on? Is she bedridden? So they rightfully show, like, listen, she's walking around. She's able to be out on the beach. She's holding a conversation. And they trying to show that she's, you know, competent. Now, whether she's a little loopy or not, it's a possibility. But let the girl spend her money. If she want to let people do whatever, that's her money. She worked for it. Let her do what she do. Period. Is there anybody else who wants to chime in on this story or this situation before we end the live? Click the link. If not, we will end the live and I will see you guys on the next one. Tanisha says, all that hard working she did just to have someone tell her how she could spend her own money. That's crazy. Even if she's crazy, it's her money. I heard that. Period. I heard that, period. King Neptune, hello.
Oh wow. I didn't think I'll make it. I feel like first of all, I haven't spoken to you in a while, and I appreciate you for letting me be on your show. I watch you all the time. I love you. And I think Wells Fargo is wrong. Like, period, they're wrong. And I hope she has a case with that. And if nothing's wrong with her, she should just come back to the show. She's going to have to come back to the show. And if I was her, I would come back and like rock a dope ass hairstyle, you know.
I don't know what be up with the wigs. As much money as she got, the wigs don't never be right.
Okay, they don't. They be rinky dink, and I'll be like, okay, so I will come back. I would have one of them arrogant Tays or Jonathans to do my hair and, give me a new look because they're going to take that show from her. They're trying to rebrand it and get Sherry Shepherd to take over the show and stuff. And,
Feel like
that ain't right.
conversation might be a little bit different than actually holding a show. Like she might be able to go on the beach and have the conversation because even the
But she
conversation
was
that she was
walking.
having, it did seem like it was a little bit off a little bit. So having that
Yeah.
conversation on the beach is a lot different than actually carrying a whole hour-long show.
That's true, but there's signs that she's progressing because remember before she was in a wheelchair and her feet were swollen and stuff. So now you see she's walking around, but my thing is we don't really know how old that video is.
Right. That's
So
that's
yeah, so like, and then first they were saying that I think Chronicle Speak, oh, my bad, I ain't trying to
oh,
I
you
don't
can
work for
mention
them. I'm good. Okay. Some people don't like people to mention other people. But they said that she had the
no, I'm
video
sure
first.
I don't like Chronicles cool.
Yeah, they're good. But like they were saying somebody, if not them, had the video first before she made her Instagram and she posted it on her Instagram. So I was wondering who did it come from? But it was her son who recorded it. I just think this is all a big mess. And I'm sorry, but what was the other topic before that? I had a comment on it, but it's on the tip of my tongue. I got a brain fart and I don't remember it.
Mariah Carey's brother suing her?
Oh, oh,
Or that
I
was
don't, I don't really think I have a comment on that, but I did have a comment about the Kanye and Kim situation. If you don't mind me saying something about that still.
yeah.
Um, okay, well, I know I mentioned the other YouTuber. Can I mention this one? Um, Lovely T, she had did a video and she basically covered the whole thing. And one thing I like about her is that she says some stuff that everybody else doesn't even think to point out. And she was talking about how basically Kanye West upgraded Kim Kardashian when Kim Kardashian and them, yes, they were famous and stuff, but they weren't invited to certain red carpets. They were only invited to like the lower scale red carpets. They were basically on the same rank as a Snooki from Jersey Shore.
Yeah, but
Them.
he that video isn't really relevant to what he's doing now. It's like, in marriages, you are the purpose of being with somebody is because they're supposed to make you better, help you with your brand, make you like a regular 9 to 5 marriage. You join
Mhm.
forces is because you guys make each other better. If it's a celebrity relationship, I'm gonna be with you because as a unit, we make each other better. So if she wasn't invited to those carpets, and now she has a respectable or at the time a respectable husband and people take her more serious, how is that relevant to what he's doing now? I
No,
mean,
no. The reason why I said that is because that's what you and No, I know it's not relevant to that. I'm my bad. I was replying to what you and the barber lady was going back and forth about. First of all, I don't know what the hell she was talking about because she basically saying that it's okay to stay with somebody that has a baby on you and all this other stuff. It just didn't make any sense. I don't know what she was talking about, but y'all were going back and forth. But really and truly, you were right because they upgraded each other. You know, Kanye West or Kim Kardashian didn't become billionaires until they got with each other. Let's just make that all the way clear. And then on top of that, he he's really nobody's saying this, but he's making a fool out of himself. Kim Kardashian is doing her own thing. He needs to just let it go. She's not the last thing in the world. You did what you did. And she knew what she was in for because she knew that he had a past of mental health and it started getting worse once. You remember that time he was on the stage and he was calling out Beyonce and Jay-Z back when they was feuding? At
right.
that point, it just got worse and worse. And, you know, he just needs to get help and move on. I don't know what he thought he was doing with that Julia Fox chick. She was just a jump off, a rebound. And I mean, I don't know. I don't even think that Kim K and Pete Davidson is gonna last. I think that's just a little fling, just like with him and Julia Fox. I didn't know who this girl was until he got with her. And but back to what I was saying about Lovely T, basically he was upgrading her style and stuff, and then yes, she was right about the Yeezys thing. Those some ugly shoes by the way, but I heard they're comfortable. But yeah, he was upgrading her style, and then you notice he tried to do the same thing with Julia Fox. But my thing is, she looked like a plain fool. She had that eyeshadow all over her eyes. She really looked like a fox. She looked like Mr. Fantastic Fox. That movie. But yeah, I don't even know why he's coming out with another album. He just released an album. Give us time to miss you. I don't really care that much about the music. I like the old Kanye West music, so I don't. Mm-mm. He could have had a hit with that Nicki Minaj song. He ruined that because he had a Jesus album, she says, and he just. I'm getting tired of hearing about him. I'll say that. I'm getting tired of hearing
What
about
are you
him.
doing right now? Are you exercising?
Oh, you clocked me. I was walking and I was listening to you because sometimes I'll be walking and I'll be like, I'll walk around the neighborhood and I'll put on a video and you were live since whenever I went to Zaxby's or I got some food later. I was I had you on video the whole time, and you just I guess you didn't. You said you had a last chance to call in. I called in. I called in before one time, and I was off camera, and this was like months ago. You probably don't even remember, but yeah, it's somebody else I'm getting tired of hearing about. Ugh, these celebrities just. Ugh.
Well, I guess we could talk about it next topic. I guess that'll be all. But thank you for calling in.
Yes, I really wish I could remember everything I wanted to say because it was one time I wanted to call in, but I couldn't get through because you had some people on there that was really long winded. You were talking about what that man said about 5 o'clock being a time that you should be expecting to get the panties and stuff like that. He sounds stupid as hell.
Hmm.
Was it Kevin Samuels or that Tommy
Yeah,
Sotomayor
that
dude?
was Kevin Samuels.
Oh, people shouldn't be taking any advice from that fool. He's a fool. First of
Yeah.
all, people could hook up in the mornings if they wanted to do anything. I mean, it doesn't really have a time limit on what time. Really and truly, if you go to somebody's hotel, you should be knowing that there's a time that, yeah, a potential that somebody's going to try to make an advance on you. So, but I don't mean to hold up your show. I appreciate you for letting me speak. I
Thank
wish
you
I
for
had
calling in. I appreciate it.
no problem. All
All right.
right, good night.
All right. Bye bye. Oops. Tommy.
Oh, hi, Neat.
Hey.
I just want to talk about Kanye for a second.
All right. You're gonna be the
Um,
you're gonna be the last one, but go ahead.
okay. Listen, I understand where you're coming from. Like, oh, she uh deserves to have a reaction and stuff like that. But you need to understand that he wants a reaction out of Kim. That's more money for him. So I think the best thing that she should do is just ignore this because it's clearly that he doesn't care about his kids and all he cares about is his money. The only thing to hurt him is his money. If that's it.
Hmm.
So I think she just needs to stay away from social media and let each other do their thing and stuff like that.
So you think that she should just allow him to continue to attack her online and just not say nothing? Which she hasn't really said anything. She just did a picture. We don't. I'm assuming that it's the f you to him. You know.
Yeah, but the public already assumes that it's about Kanye, so it's just more controversy for him and for his album and for his sales and stuff like that. Controversy sells. I, I think the best thing to do is just leave it alone and make himself and by not responding, it makes himself look like he's more crazy and stuff like that.
Hmm.
I,
So
that's all
just
I got to say.
let him look crazy on his own. I agree. I mean, I hear you on that, which I mean, she's kind of been doing that. She ain't really said much because the times that she did reply to him, it was through text messaging. He shared it. We haven't really heard her say anything really about it. Just when she put him on blast when he tried to act like she didn't give him the info to the party, and she like, boy, you on 3 different lawyers. Stop playing with me.
I agree, but that photo ain't helping anybody except for Kanye.
I'm with Kim. F you. I'm with her sending the F you, like, F you, boy. But all right, thank you for calling in.
All right, thank you.
All right. All right, that concludes the show. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'll see y'all on the next one. Kim, if you want to send him a FU, send him a mother FU.